and welcome back to day 3 of the Start Your Budget Here challenge. If you are just coming across this video on YouTube, there is going to be a link below where you can sign up for the challenge, get access to all 5 days of the lessons, and get access to a free worksheet. So check it out if you haven't already. Thus far into the challenge, we have listed our income streams and we have added up our debt. That's a lot already, right? Maybe you're already starting to kind of lose motivation. You're like, this is a lot. This is, maybe more than I thought it was going to be. Maybe you're starting to kind of feel overwhelmed. Maybe you've convinced yourself that this budgeting thing just isn't for you and it's going to be too complicated. Let me stop you right there. A promise is a promise, and I told you on day 1 that we were going to get through this together, so I am not going to let you quit this time, okay? So before we actually jump into the challenge, I am going to share with you 4 common mistakes that I want you to avoid. Now, I have been doing this for almost 5 years. I have a course. I've had worksheets this whole time. I've done one-on-one coaching. I've worked with a lot of people over the years. And these are 4 mistakes that I see almost everyone make. Number 1 is I don't want you to psych yourself out, okay? Remember that this is a journey and it is not supposed to be a quick win. It is a marathon, not a sprint, okay? And sometimes it does take a little while to make true progress, but that's our goal here, right? We don't want to get rich quick scheme. We don't want the diet pill of budgeting. We want true growth, right? That's what we want. And I just want to remind you to not give up now, okay? We are going to keep taking it one step at a time. That is the whole reason why we're doing this challenge, and we're going to be hitting those goals before you know it. I like to remind my coaching clients that this whole journey is like building a muscle, okay? We're building a budgeting muscle. You don't start off, bench pressing like 500 pounds. That would be ridiculous. You start slow and you build up to your goals. Number 2 is that I don't want you to live in the past, okay? We have all made mistakes. I've made my fair share of mistakes and I've heard all the stories. This is the time to start doing that hard work. This is the time that we realize that there is so much more to this journey than just the numbers, okay? This is the heavy part. And a lot of times this is the make or break. It is the mental health. It is the emotional work, right? That is something that is really, really overlooked. So we have to forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we've made in the past. We've got to quit shaming, blaming, guilting ourselves. We've got to quit, like living in the past and beating ourselves up for all of this, for all of these mistakes that we've made. Number 3 is that I don't want you to undervalue your worth. Kind of along the same lines, this is the heart journey. This is where we're doing so much more than just the numbers. I know that you have dreams. You have things that when you think about doing them, they bring tears to your eyes. We all have things. We all have reasons why we were put on this earth. One of my mentors, Amber Lillystrom, says, if the dream is in you, it is for you. That literally changed my life, meaning that you are blessed with your talents, your desires, your family, all the things that you have. None of that was given to you on accident. So if the dream to provide a better life for your family, or the dream to pursue a career, or to move to a different country, or to pursue a hobby, whatever dream you have, it was not put in your heart on accident. And I feel like you have an obligation to chase that dream. Number 4 is don't reinvent the wheel, okay? You don't need to start from scratch because I've already been there. And that's why I'm here, is to create those shortcuts for you. I started with a blank spreadsheet so you didn't have to, okay? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about, all the things of like formatting a spreadsheet and making sure things match and making sure things add up, or trying to squeeze yourself into an app that you just don't fit in. I've heard from so many coaching clients, I used XYZ budgeting app and I just couldn't look that far into the future on it, or it just didn't work right for my budget. Or you guys, that is why I've created my digital budgeting system. It will literally work for any budget. You can make it work. It's already color coordinated. It's already has the formulas in it. It is already proven that it will work. And if you are interested in it, the link is going to be in the description of this YouTube video, or you can go to sunnysideuplife.com/budgeting and you can get this whole worksheet for yourself for just 20 bucks. Don't reinvent the wheel, okay? Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. So on to today's actual challenge. We are going to organize your bills. So you probably feel like you have money coming out from every different direction and it's really hard to keep track of. That's what we're going to work on today. We're going to grab our worksheet and scroll down to step 3 for organizing the bills. First of all, we are going to list out all of your details, okay? So for each bill, you will need the following. You will need a description. You will need a due date. You will need an approximate amount, okay? I know some things vary, like your electric bill, your water bill, things like that. Sometimes they vary. That's okay. Give us a good guess. Remember, done is better than perfect. Then how many times it comes out per year. Okay, this is not just monthly bills. We also have weekly bills on here, like some kind of lessons. We have things that you do bi-weekly, maybe like lawn care, or things that you do every 6 weeks, like take your dog to the groomer. Maybe every quarter you have trash or something like that. Or once a year, you have a subscription like Amazon Prime or some kind of enrollment for your kid's school or something like that. All the bills, we're going to list them out here. If you're not sure about some of this info, this is your prompt to log into your bank account, get out your credit card statement, go through your PayPal or your Venmo, whatever you need to do, get all of this in one place. Step 2 is to double check that you've got everything. It is not uncommon to forget a bill. In fact, almost every one-on-one coaching client forgets at least one thing when they first come in to log it in. So it's totally fine. You can go back and add it later if you remember something. Here's a list to help you jog your memory. Don't forget about your housing. This could be your mortgage, your rent, your HOA fees, your property taxes. Don't forget about your vehicles, your debt payments, all of those monthly minimums, credit cards, student loans, medical bills, whatever it is. Insurance for your home, vehicle, medical, life insurance. Then things like childcare, daycare, school, babysitting, anything like that. Your utilities could be your water, your electricity, propane, trash, internet, TV, phones. Then there are things like classes, lessons, activities. These could be for you, your partner, your kids. Then there are subscriptions, your food subscriptions, your health subscriptions, maybe vitamins, supplements, personal care, different apps that you subscribe to, streaming services, or different kinds of memberships. Then there are reoccurring services like lawn care, house cleaning, dog groomer, anything like that. Then there are the non-monthly bills, right? So this is anything that is weekly, quarterly, annually. Some utilities are going to be like this, some childcare, some subscriptions, Amazon Prime, right? Don't forget about these as well. Next is to go back and put everything in due date order. So you're just going to kind of do a brain dump in here, and you can see that I've listed them in all kinds of crazy order. So now I'm going to go and rearrange them in due date order. This is going to help you be able to find them at the drop of a hat. Later, when you're using the digital budgeting system for your entire budget, like after this challenge is over, you're going to take this list that you've just created plus 2 more simple steps, and then you can fill your budget out for every single budget period for the rest of the year. Yes, it's really that simple. Step 1 of that process would be to establish your budget periods, which we did on day 1 of the challenge, right? Remember, your payday until the day before your next payday. Then you're going to select the bills that are due during those dates, and you're going to copy and paste them. You're going to copy them from the Start Here page and paste them into your actual budget worksheets. Or you could use the drop-down options instead of copy and pasting. And step 4 is you are going to reassess your bills. Now that you have everything in this nice, handy, little tidy list, is there anything that you want to cancel? Subscription that you forgot you had? Is there a bill that you want to call and renegotiate? Maybe switch to a different company? Is there something that's getting charged to a credit card that you want to switch to a debit card? Is there something that's coming out of your PayPal that you would rather not? Anything like that. Now that you have it in this nice list, go ahead and just highlight something like do the background color like green or something if you want to call and negotiate a lower price, or you want to shop around for it, and then make yourself a note and put it in your calendar to actually do it. All right, that's all for day 3. I am so proud of you for making it this far. You are absolutely killing it. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about your spending. I will see you tomorrow.